From taming and controlling abyssal beasts, to protecting the kingdom from an ungodly amount of monsters, all the way to trying to get your RV to where it needs to go. This much and more from upcoming indie. First up this week, we have Bermuda Survivor, a unique blend of bullet heaven and world exploration. Your goal is to survive the hordes of enemies and discover the secrets of the Bermuda Triangle. Each run will provide you with new unlocks, story bits, NPC-related quests, and optimal paths to achieve victory. Explore a handcrafted world filled with different paths, landmarks, and other surprises. Unlike most similar games, the layout is fixed, allowing you to master every corner and find the most efficient routes to succeed. Venture through different biomes, including a burning hot lava lake, mysterious fog, or the void. Gather new resources with every run, use them to permanently unlock hidden paths and shortcuts, restore buildings, free captured inhabitants, and power up advanced machines scattered throughout the map. Expect to have a real influence on the shape of the world and level design. In a world of random generation everything, it's nice to have these style games be handcrafted for a change. From the bits of story we've seen, plus the fact you can randomly control a tank, makes me curious how things will play out. Next we have Launderley, a horror and exploration adventure that tells the story of Blanche. When the investigators discovered her, Blanche was standing alone and soaked in the gardens of Launderley, dazed in front of a pile of 29 corpses. Quickly taken to safety in the nearby town, the young girl, gifted with eidetic memory, drew everything she saw during the terrible night she had just experienced. Two investigators, Albert and Eva, are about to question her on these drawings. Time is of the essence, some children of Launderley have gone missing, and the investigators' hope may still be saved. With 17 investigations to go through, explore freely through the space of Blanche's drawings and see what she wanted to convey. From these, you can question Blanche, and when the time comes, hear the investigators' conclusions about the town's inhabitants and the meaning behind it all. Everything we see about Launderley gives me the jeebies. Maybe it's the hand-drawn environments or the backstory we know about. All I know is it's a perfect play around Halloween. Hila's beloved kitty Coco has mysteriously disappeared, and she's determined to bring him back home. Explore a whimsical small open world as Hila, a spirited young witch in training. Flying their magical escape room, uncover hidden stories, collect valuable items, and improve your magical flying abilities. Dive into the rich lore of the island as you uncover ancient secrets and forgotten stories. Piece together the history of the land and its connection to Hila's past, revealing surprising ties between her dreams and the mysteries of this enchanted place. Hila's Frosty Glide looks beyond cute. With its soft, calming palette and captivating soundtrack, makes you want to snuggle up in a warm blanket, sit back and relax while enjoying the scenery and chill gameplay. Vex Mage is an arena-style shooter where you control twin elements and infinite momentum while avoiding danger from every direction. Merge spells, cross dimensions, and dance through deadly arenas in this lightning-fast shooter. With the ability to assign elemental runes to each hand, fuse them for devastating results while enemies strike from all sides. The only way to survive is by mastering your movement and also staying aggressive. Fight alone or bring up to 2 allies in a rapid-fire campaign of levels that explode with speed, chaos, and adrenaline. As a big fan of Crab Champion, Vex Mage looks to be a more vertical and accelerated version of the genre. For those brave enough, Vex Mage is also available in VR as well, but as I enjoy keeping food in my stomach, I think I'll stick with the normal version. RV There Yet is a co-op adventure about driving your recreational vehicle home. You and your buddies are on your way from a relaxing vacation but are forced to take an alternate route. Get your RV through the back country and find the exit to Route 65. Not everyone who enters Mabut's Valley makes it out alive, so be sure to keep a steady flow of burgers, antidotes, and the classic EpiPen. Master the physics-based winch and earn the right to be the main remote commander. With a winch front and rear, your RV is especially equipped to get over, under, or through most road bumps, with up to 4 players to hopefully help try and reach the end. RV There Yet looks like it could be a ton of fun, and knowing how things are likely to turn out, a test of endless patience. Fire Hero Pixel Rescue is a 2D pixel platformer where you play as a firefighter rescuing civilians and animals from burning buildings. You'll travel through different worlds and biomes, following a story that reveals the dramatic events your character is experiencing. Use the environment to your advantage and wield the tools at your disposal to overcome raging flames and reach the victims, including adorable cats. Each stage provides a new puzzle to solve. Use wooden crates and float from platform to platform, or metallic ones to sink and solve underwater conundrums. With coins scattered throughout and hidden cats to find, each location and biome will provide an additional challenge for the most dedicated players. Fire Hero Pixel Rescue is truly a unique experience. Most takes on the theme are usually 3D sims, so to have this put together with the quality it does makes me super excited to give it a try. Next we have Warrior Mage or Rogue alike. Pick a class, weapon, passive skills, and your base stats, then go slay some gobbos. Your adventure will likely be short-lived, so there'll be plenty of chances to experiment. Every stat affects how your character will perform, not only in offense but also mobility. Want to jump higher? Get more strength. Want more mid-air mobility? Throw down with some agility. Not that interested in physical prowess? No worries, concentrating on magic will help you out for sure. With 9 classes to select from, each sporting their own abilities, plus a handful of weapons and skills, each providing strengths and weaknesses, there's always something new to try with your next run. Warrior Mage or Rogue alike feels like a very traditional roguelike experience, but with some fun customization and tweaking to have things match your preference whenever you want to. Take charge of the Spooky Express, the only rail service willing to carry the undead passengers of the deepest, darkest Transylvania. In your new role, you'll plan routes and lay train tracks to meet your creepy commuters' demands and create a rail network spanning more than 200 thoughtfully designed levels. Each monster has a home of their own. Take the vampires to their coffins and the zombies to their graves, and escort the interloping humans away before they're snacked upon. There's only room for one at a time in the passenger car, and the tracks can't cross itself, so plot your route carefully, lay the tracks, and don't let the train miss any stops. With over 200 stages, Spooky Express is going to keep puzzle fans quite busy, and the simple fact that you get to listen to such amazing vocals and soundtrack at the same time seems like an easy pickup to me. Experience the ultimate hoop sim in Hoopland, a retro-inspired basketball manager with modernized gameplay and fully customizable leagues. Build your legacy, lead a dynasty, or simulate endless seasons from college tournaments to championship trophies. Play, spectate, or simulate each game and experience the ultimate basketball sandbox where college and professional leagues are seamlessly integrated into every season. Single and local multiplayer game options give you complete control of the action with ankle breakers, spin moves, step backs, alley-oops, chase down blocks, and more. Every shot is determined by true 3D rim and ball physics, resulting in dynamic and unpredictable moments. If managing a team is not for you, instead create your own player and career mode and begin your path to greatness as a young prospect fresh out of high school. Choose a college, build teammates, relationships, declare for the draft, and earn awards and accolades on your way to becoming the greatest player of all time. I love being able to show off Hoopland. We really don't see enough sports titles from smaller devs, so seeing something that looks so ambitious but also so clean really has my hopes high. Raise an undead army in Decks of the Damned, command your vampire minions, scavenge gear from fallen foes, and craft powerful items to strengthen your forces. Defend by day, expand your domain by night, and shroud the land in darkness. Decks of the Damned is a strategic roguelike auto-battler in a card-based simulation format. Discover powerful classes, each with its unique playstyle. Tame monsters, brew potions, and craft magic weapons to gain the upper hand in combat. Tailor your strategy around your undead army. Unique synergies arise depending on whether your minions are slow, sturdy juggernauts, or swift, delicate fighters. Your castle lies in ruins, only you can restore it to greatness. Build walls, towers, gates, and decorations to customize your stronghold in this sandbox mode. Design a unique castle that unlocks lasting bonuses and powerful upgrades. Decks of the Damned looks so incredibly cool. The dark visuals, the card art, and gameplay all come together to make something that looks super special. This one pulled me in the second I saw it. Too Many Bots is a first-person action arcade set in a brutally difficult retro PS1 maze. Alternate between prey and hunter when faced against an endless swarm of bots. Collect temporary power-ups in an attempt to boost your survival just a little bit longer. With every successful run, the difficulty ramps up, forcing you to test your reflexes and adapt your strategy. Before each run, choose a map and enter the experiment. Rules twist, roles flip, and the bots never stop. Unlock new game modes, each with their own unique rules and objectives to complete. Too many bots kicks me in the nostalgia and feels like it's going to demand just one more run. I didn't think horror Pac-Man is what I wanted until you see it in front of you. Welcome to Cut That Wire, where every action you take, every game you play, and every wire you cut can lead to instant death. It's a game of deception and survival. Team up with an engineer, avoid the dead wire, and eliminate the imposter, or be the last survivor. Immerse yourself in this thrilling first-person multiplayer game where bluffing and bombs are the keys to victory. Play along while spotting odd behaviors from your friends, while trying to survive through the games that turn situations more chaotic. Don't waste your time arguing for too long, the bomb is counting down. Survive before the time runs out or death awaits. If you're having trust issues, this is the game for you. I can't say no to a good deception game, and Cut the Wire surely provides. I can't wait to hop in and definitely not explode. Relic Guardian is a fantasy-style strategy tower defense game. As the builder on the battlefield, summon a variety of defense towers and spells with reliable hero companions to complete this epic adventure. Take on the role of the summoned hero Fran. Fran has the ability to shrink bulky defense towers into portable forms and rearrange them on the battlefield. Do so in 5 themed areas and over 20 levels where a multitude of menacing enemies attack to shred through your defenses. With dozens of upgrade options to choose from and plenty of boss battles to encounter, be prepared for the upcoming challenges. Relic Guardians might be one of the cutest tower defense games I've seen. The impressive visuals and number of structures to play around with, I can't see this getting old anytime soon. Journey into the ruthless open world of Pale Coins, an old school fantasy RPG. Face punishing bosses, goblin-infested dungeons, and discover legendary weapons as you customize your weapons and fight across Grenmark for the fabled Champion's Coin. Unearth a broad arsenal of melee, ranged, and magic weapons with their own stats and skills, as well as a plethora of armor sets allowing you to transform your character. And with your newly found gear, prepare for battle, as you encounter a variety of monsters while exploring beyond the safe borders of the capital and the villages. Amongst them are formidable bosses that will require skilled gameplay to combat their unique movesets and abilities. Uncover powerful skills granted by rare pieces of equipment and are found throughout the vibrant world of Grenmark. While worn, these rare pieces of equipment allow you to cast special magic, spells, utilize new movement abilities, summon minions, and much more. It's up to you to find, utilize, and master all the many skills available. Pale Coins looks like so much fun. I really enjoy difficult gameplay, and with the amount of customization that's available here, Pale Coins is probably a day one pickup for me. Riddlewood Manor is a point-and-click adventure set in a haunted house that will try to kill you each step of the way. Overcome eerie logic puzzles to uncover a maze of mysterious rooms filled with dark secrets, spooky encounters, and hidden pathways. Survive a deadly series of eerie escape rooms in this lovely resort where fear meets farce. Disturb the spirits within to unearth the absurd lore behind the Riddlewood family. And, oh, just a small precaution, please refrain from summoning any demonic entities if you see a doll around. That's Susie, she can't be trusted. Encounter living creatures still lingering around the ghostly gothic mansion. Comfort eccentric dragon, feed a derpy chicken, cook breakfast for patriarchal spirits, and deduce other solutions to the house's dark, menacing puzzles. Find solutions to survive a murderous building and uncover the tragic truth behind the Riddlewoods' fate. Riddlewood Manor looks like a top-tier point-and-click adventure, and that in motion looks extremely smooth. They also include a way to warn you of upcoming jump scares if that's not your thing. Take a look at the trailer without my rambling and soak it all in. Casting Whispers is a first-person psychological horror game where sound is your greatest tool. Investigate the paranormal events that plague a city in 1960s America. Shut your eyes, trust your senses, listen to the darkness. What was that noise? Press and hold listen to shut your eyes, calm your mind, and focus your hearing. The listening feature can be used to eavesdrop on secret conversations behind doors, find hidden mechanisms, and hear that which cannot be seen. Use it to make new discoveries, piece together the full mystery, and survive the entity that stalks you. Casting Whispers features a single-player linear narrative across 6 to 8 hours of gameplay, set in a claustrophobic environment steeped in Americana and Lovecraftian influence. You can unlock multiple endings depending on chance or your own choices, some of which aren't entirely obvious. How many will you dare to find? Casting Whispers adds a unique twist to the psychological horror genre, which in my opinion is greatly needed. Though many look promising, Casting Whispers clearly already has a head start in making itself noticed. Barrel Roll is a roguelike deck builder taking place in a futuristic western. The deck, a 6-chamber revolver. Gather bullets with special effects, customize your revolver's chambers to create strong synergies, and take down as many criminals as you can. Collect bullets with special effects, trinkets, and resources. Each of your bullets has an archetype: damage, shield, initiative, focus, and killer. It's up to you to customize your ideal weapon and create powerful synergies to counter your enemies. Face groups of 3 to 5 bandits in turn-based combat. After each of your shots, choose your next bullet between the remainder and execute mind-blowing combos. Crush your opponent's shield to delay their next turn, and use one of your 3 skills to show your mastery and turn the duel upside down. The funky visuals and music, alongside an interesting take on the classic deck builder, makes me very curious about the future of Barrel Roll. I hope to give it a shot soon. Trapped in the haunting realm of an artist's twisted nightmare, engage in intense combat with grotesque monsters seamlessly blending classic and modern FPS elements. Painted in Blood utilizes a dark and gritty aesthetic to create a deeply immersive world. Environments not only boasting distinct tones and settings but also employ visual storytelling techniques to enhance player experience. Experience a dynamic sanity system that alters gameplay and visuals based on your actions. Brace yourself for unexpected events triggered by your performance and mental state. Encounter a bestiary of unique enemy designs, each with distinct behaviors. Master the art of combat as you adapt to the challenges posed by mixing different enemy types. Painted in Blood also pushes the boundaries of pixel rendering. Imagine a world where technology embraced 2D sprites, resulting in a visual style that blends classic aesthetics with the cutting-edge technology of today. What more is there to say? Painted in Blood is absolutely gorgeous. The gameplay looks phenomenal and everything about it screams quality. I can't wait to see how things develop. The Lonesome Guild is a single-player top-down action RPG all about togetherness. Embark on a heroic adventure as Ghost, a spirit who wakes to find they hold no memories. The world has become shrouded by loneliness and the mist just keeps spreading, corrupting everyone in its path. Now it's up to you to get the band back together, even if they're meeting for the first time. The ragtag group of unlikely friends you'll recruit each will bring their own story, quirks, motives, and abilities. Switch seamlessly between the 6 of them during exploration and combat to navigate Iter, solve puzzles, and defeat enemies. Test your might in intense combat where you can switch between characters whenever you fancy and ambush enemies with clever combos. Build your dream team and fight your way through Iter. Looking at the Lonesome Guild just makes me love indie titles even more. It just oozes cuteness and personality and always has you curious about what's going to come next. I could continue to gush, but please just take a look for yourself and have some fun. Dreamed Away is an emotional action-adventure RPG with psychological horror elements. Play as Theo, a boy lost in a dark, mysterious world. Explore a unique reality, duel against darkness in unique, fast-paced combat system, and mind your choices. On a rainy summer night, Theo wakes up in his bedroom and realizes his parents and his sister Louise have disappeared. The nature of the world lays itself bare. Ghosts, phantoms, and revenants haunt Theo inside the catacombs and dark places where he searches for his sister, always a step behind and never able to catch up. Dreamed Away features a unique, fast-paced combat system made of mini-games where every encounter has a different feel. With no random encounters, use a set of unique abilities and equipment to come up with a strategy to defeat enemies. Dreamed Away has a unique feel, and behind the bright and vibrant pixel visuals, there's clearly a darker story at play here. I'm interested in where it goes, and with each combat encounter feeling different, it's very unlikely things will ever feel stale. Bounty Star is an over-the-shoulder 3D action game that marries mech combat and customization with farming and base building. The player takes on the role of a broken but powerful ex-soldier named Clem, a war veteran, talented fighter, and expert mech pilot. Clem attempts to shed the guilt and shame of her past and become a legitimate force for good in the Red Expanse, a post-apocalyptic version of the American Southwest. You pilot a highly customizable battle vehicle that can be equipped with a variety of offensive systems: heavy, high-powered melee weapons, steam-powered hydraulic siege weapons, explosive firearms, and more. It can also be equipped with a variety of defensive systems: high-speed thrusters, boosters for dashing, riot shields, among others. Control an isolated and rundown garage that serves as a suitable base of operations at home. Build out water and supply lines, grow and cook food, produce ammunition and fuel for combat, and raise animals. Bounty Star seems to have a lot to offer with so many different systems in one title. Going from hectic combat to base building is going to offer so much to so many different people. The lead producer Ben Ruiz also has an in-depth trailer, so please take a look to get a better idea. Next up, we have Godbreakers, a multiplayer action roguelike where you take control of every fight with ferociously fluid combat as you chain aggressive combos, cancel moves mid-swing, and steal enemy powers to turn them against their masters. Clash with a wild roster of multi-phase bosses, each with evolving attack patterns and distinct personalities. These intense encounters test your reflexes and coordination, pushing you and your crew to thrive in peak chaos. Shape your combat style by experimenting with builds and unlocking archetypes, each with their own weapons and traits. Collect powerful items, customize your look and abilities, and refine your identity with every run. Create a team where each member's strengths complement the others. Godbreakers is looking kinda nutty. As someone who enjoys co-op gameplay, looking forward to getting some friends together to give this one a shot. With such vibrant, fast-paced gameplay and a bunch to unlock, this looks like a keeper. A siren sounds, a nuclear bomb is incoming. You have 60 seconds to grab whatever you can and make it to the bunker. Then, the survival begins. Each day you venture into the exclusion zone to scavenge procedurally generated locations, abandoned military bases, research stations, radioactive wastelands, and ruined cities. Misery is a co-op survival game set in a nuclear disaster zone. Here, every day is a struggle. Search radioactive ruins for resources, build your bunker, craft weapons, and explore a weird world with your friends. Beware of anomalies, monsters, and armed bandits. The bunker is your new home. Expand it room by room, installing generators, gas, solar, or gnome-powered. Build crafting stations, grow food, cook meals, and decorate your shelter with whatever you drag back from your raids. A table, a dresser, a worn-out sofa, or even a cozy rug. Don't worry, the previous owners won't be needing them anymore. After each raid, you can unwind, chill at the bar in the basement of the Institute, have a drink, talk to other survivors, and trade your loot and rare artifacts with the merchants. If you're a fan of Lethal Company and the Stalker series, Misery is definitely for you. Do yourself a favor and listen to the trailer again on your own time. The music and atmosphere should really be experienced on its own. The Hyper Dungeon awaits. Explore an ever-shifting labyrinth where classic dungeon crawling meets exhilarating action. Challenge yourself in a turn-based combat with a real-time arcade-inspired twist, and befriend an eccentric cast of dungeon dwellers on the quest for the legendary sacred Gruel. Gruel? No two runs are the same. The Hyper Dungeon is a living, breathing challenge that reinvents itself every time you dare to enter. Navigate 50 meticulously designed level archetypes across varied biomes, each presenting the chance to battle unique enemies, overcome lethal traps, and solve mind-bending puzzles. With a fast-paced combat system that fuses turn-based decision-making with real-time action elements, you'll need lightning-fast reflexes to maximize damage, critical hits, and even perfect parries with the arcade-inspired swing meter. Harness the power of a vast arsenal of powerful weapons, each of which alters your abilities and playstyle. I've had time to mess around with the demo for the crazy Hyper Dungeon Chronicles, and it will 100% be a day one pickup for me. I love dungeon crawlers, and with how unique everything is from the map, to the characters, to the combat, it's simply phenomenal. Grooveyard is a cryptic puzzle game where you embody a skeletal sorcerer. Use tile creation powers to free minions from their predestined paths. Groove to the beat, solve puzzles efficiently for better ratings, and uncover mysteries. Grooveyard features 6 unique worlds, each with its own aesthetics and challenges. Start in a traditional graveyard, master wall jumping in a ruined cathedral, unlock doors in an underground prison, navigate broken tiles in a crystallized cave, and defy gravity in a hellish place. Finally, test your skills in the ultimate world. Each puzzle offers multiple solutions, rewarding clever and efficient play. Grooveyard is a sit back and relax puzzle game, with lo-fi beats that sync with your gameplay and cute dialogue that accompany you between stages. It seems like it's an easy inclusion in anybody's library. In Ember the Werefox, gather and craft by day as a young and resourceful Ember, and battle hordes of spooky enemies by night as a fiery Werefox. Conquer your fears by vanquishing their nightmare forms in this action roguelite experience with quick menu-free crafting and a vast combination of powerful upgrades. As darkness envelops the woods, Ember will take on her combat proficient form, enchanted with fiery abilities and magical powers. As she eats meals, combine various skills to stack up a strategic fighting chance against the ever-increasing bombardment of spooky enemies. Take back the forest from the manifested fragments of fear to slowly and permanently populate the forest with new food sources, enabling Ember to become yet even stronger. As Ember is defeated in her dreams, she awakens to her cozy bedroom. Her talking plush fox waits for her there to absorb the heavy dreamite Ember collects while asleep. Converted into courage, this redeemed resource is used to purchase new abilities and permanent upgrades. There's only so much I can share about Ember the Werefox, and I could go on for a while. There's a deeper story to follow and plenty of heartfelt moments to experience. Please check out everything this title has to offer. Roulette Hero is a strategic roguelike deck builder where you assemble animal companions to defeat towering mechanical beasts. Line up the perfect squad on your roulette wheel, spin to activate your animals' abilities, trigger game-changing synergies, and turn the tide of battle. Build your dream team. Some animals strike with lightning speed, some form an unmovable wall of defense, and others, they're just irresistibly adorable. Your enemies are made of cold, unyielding steel, but don't be intimidated. Spin the wheel, command your animal squad, and fight your way through relentless battles. Didn't land on the tile you wanted? Just keep spinning. With over 100 animal tiles to select and over 100 power cartridges to mix and match, the strategic combinations are vast. Plus, with Steam Workshop integration, your creations are a few steps from being available as well. Roulette Hero has the potential to be super enjoyable, hopefully doubly so if the wheel goes in your favor, and with a plethora of animal companions to select from, try your luck as soon as you can. Next we have Super Fantasy Kingdom. Rebuild your homeland and explore a vibrant fantasy world in this roguelite city builder. Defeat hordes of monsters with a unique team of defenders as you harvest, mine, cook, brew, and grow, but if your defenses should fail, prepare to watch it all burn. As night falls, hordes of monsters emerge from the darkness in an attempt to destroy everything you've built, charging towards your gates and growing more vicious as the night draws on. Powerful bosses will test your defenses ruthlessly, and the only thing standing in their way is a collection of stalwart warriors, powerful creatures, and magical beings you've recruited to defend your lands. Careful planning and strategic choices will define each run as you manage resources, troops, and the kingdom at large. With limited locations for buildings and more options than you'll have space for, prepare to make simple but difficult decisions with lasting impact. I'm generally not super into city builders, but Super Fantasy Kingdom just has that something that makes me want to jump in. It feels over the top in all the right ways and actually has me very excited to give it a try. Walk of Life is a fast-paced satirical life simulator where you scramble to get a job, earn a degree, pay rent, and beat your friends before everything falls apart. Do your best to juggle your health, education, career, and personal hygiene, all while dodging the hilarious curveballs life throws your way. Will you be a fry cook, a bank manager, or simply rely on the lottery for your income? Compete against friends or the AI in a series of board game-inspired turns to determine who's the champion in the ultimate game of life. Explore new ways to approach the game, take on one of many roles with vastly different playstyles, and embark on not-so-epic quests to score some sweet bonus points. Are you going to climb the corporate ladder as the covetous CEO, or scrounge up valuable, and not so valuable, treasures as the scavenger? I've seen some playthroughs of A Walk of Life, and I can comfortably say it looks like a ton of fun. It very much feels like a one more playthrough type of game, and with so many different outcomes and strategies to create, this one is going to keep board game lovers busy. Arthur Loves Watermelon is a unique 2D platformer on which you don't control when you jump. In it, you'll help a small squirrel named Arthur recover the sacred watermelon tree from the hands of an evil witch. Arthur is a squirrel who lives doing what he loves most, eating watermelons. But one day, an evil witch steals a sacred tree of his favorite fruit and casts a curse on him that forces him to jump constantly. Now, unable to stop, Arthur must embark on a dangerous adventure across 5 different worlds to recover the stolen tree and restore his life. Learn to overcome your curse with 30 levels to explore, a bunch of collectibles to find, timed challenges to overcome, plus unlockable costumes to dress Arthur as you wish. Arthur Loves Watermelon is a fantastic way of turning a tried and true method on its head. The cute visuals plus unique gameplay looks to keep you entertained. Play a sinister game of poker dice against bloodthirsty demon billionaires who've trapped you on their mega yacht in this roguelike dice builder. You've been forcefully stranded aboard the Avarice in order to participate in an underground tournament. The problem is, you bet with what you have, your fingers. Roll your 5 dice to get the highest poker hand. Each round gives you 3 rerolls. The player with the highest hand wins the round. Play until you've cleaned out your opponent, or your opponent cleans you out. Lose the game, lose your life. Get tossed overboard and be replaced by a new poor soul. Another match loss is another notch on the body count, but remember to hide away your best resources in the hidden compartment of your cell, so the next person might stand a fighting chance. Dead finger dice looks absolutely brutal, and as someone that fiended the beginning of Inscription, this gives those kinds of vibes. In the bench, you'll step into the shoes of a wise seasoned senior enjoying his day in a lively interactive world. But don't get too comfortable. Your mission is to find the hidden objects scattered around you as you escape the clutches of the retirement home for a life in the real world, all with the help of your trusted pigeon army. Explore beautifully designed colorful maps, each with its own quirks, and dive into fun minigames such as solving the newspaper puzzles, playing chess, bowling, or going fishing. There's plenty to do to keep your mind sharp and stop you from dozing off. Whether you're feeding pigeons or hunting for another lost item to add to your cabinet of treasures, there's always something to keep you entertained while sitting on the bench. With fully customizable pigeons, you'll have plenty of friends to dress up and make your own. The bench looks like silly good fun, and having a bunch of pigeon buddies to help you out is more than you could ask for. Having some streamer integrations as well will cause some unnecessary chaos, I'm sure. In Decktamer, you'll encounter creatures that have adapted their strange environment, the Abyss. Rumor has it that anyone brave enough to reach the bottom of the giant crater will find great fortune. But watch out, as you dive deeper, the creatures only get more and more bizarre and dangerous. In this game, cards are not simply handed out to you. You have to tame your enemies to add them to your deck. But be careful, when one of your creatures dies, the card is gone forever. Every turn, each one of your cards can use a move. Try to think about the optimal play to win your battle in this turn-based combat system. The Abyss is filled with mutant creatures that possess abilities they shouldn't normally have. Use that to your advantage and transfer abilities from one creature to another to create unique and devastating combos. I'm going to be a little biased and say Decktamer is likely one of my top picks this week. The insane looking art and hardcore deck building and taming aspects are very much down my alley. Looking forward to this one. That's everything for this week. If there was anything you think I missed that deserves to be highlighted, let me know in the comments down below and I can take a look and maybe add them to the start of the next week. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.